What's up YouTube, it's your boy Sean. We're back with another video, and today we're going to be looking at the life-size statue of the child. There's been a lot of mixed reviews. Some people like it, some people don't. Today I'm going to form my own opinion and I'm going to give you my thoughts on what this bad boy looks like. Now let's get into it. Alright, so here we go. We have the life-size child here, and I mean, your standard Star Wars packaging, right? It's nothing crazy. You just have the size, the sleeve here. But we're gonna take this off and see what we have up under this sleeve. Now this is where the money shot is here. And this looks super dope. On the front here, we have the Mandalorian and the child. On the side, I think this is a scene from the first season, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that. And then here we have another scene, which is really cool. This looks like this is all painted by hand, which is super dope. And they just kind of printed it on here. Then lastly, we have the child playing with the kids from the first season. Thought that was one of the more hype pieces of the season. But anyway, this is the box, man. The box, I think they did a great job. They gave us 3 different scenes on each side. They normally don't really do this. If I'm not mistaken, when you get a statue, every side has something different. So already out the gate, it looks like they're doing more than usual for this statue than they do for others. But let's crack this bad boy open. Let's see what we got on the inside. All right, so here we go. We have the child. He's all out of the box. Let's not wait any longer. Let's jump right into it. Let's see what we got. All right, so we got the child all the way together. Okay, it looks like it's just all one piece, the child and the base, and then we have the can't think of the name of it, but the little trinket thing for his thing. First, well, I won't give my first impressions, but let's get this bad boy out of the plastic and let's see what we got. All right, so we got the child taken out of the plastic. Let's see what's all in the box. It looks like here we just have his base. His base is pretty heavy. If I can get this styrofoam off of it, but it's pretty heavy, pretty solid. Little peg for his foot. Here's the bottom of the base here. The Mandalorian, the child, life-size figure, limited edition. No edition size, huh? Okay, whatever. But here we are. Looks pretty dope. All right, let's look at the child. Look at this cute boy. Look at him. Wow, this fabric feels high quality. Look at the nails. Like this just looks really great. Look at him, his backside. If you look at the top of his head, see like the little hairs sticking out, just so subtle. Looks really cool. Look at his eyes. This guy looks really cool. Can't wait to play with him. Let's get him on the review table and let's check him out. So here we are. We have the life-size figure of the child here, and let's start off at the base. I must say the base is very simplistic, but also there's a lot of detail as well. I don't know how to explain it. It's just very Star Wars-esque. It just gives a real Star Wars vibe. So I really do appreciate that. Another thing I want to point out here while I'm here at the bottom of the base, you can also pose this child figure with or without the base. So if you don't want the base, you don't have to. He can stand up on his own 2 feet, and I think that's really cool. I love how they give us that option so that we don't have to have the base here, because the base does add some diameter, some depth, just not a lot, but just a little bit, just enough, and you may not want the base. So I think it's just super dope. Like I don't know, I'm not sure if I'm going to display him with the base or not, but we'll see. But starting off, I'll look at his cloth here. His clothing is just very high material, high quality material. Look like it's multi-layered. I look like they did such a great job. They're hiding the zipper here in the front. I think this is just really cool. The child looks very cozy, man. Looks like he's ready for any type of weather. I think that's just really cool. I mean, when I say exactly from the show, like this looks super cool, super detailed. Looks like they took their time with these clothes. If you look, you can see the stitching. Looks like it was done with care, if you will. I mean, for lack of a better term, it looked like it was done with care. And like I said before, very thick material. Seems like high quality. Looks like it's worth your money, right? As I'm looking at the child here, it appears that I have some like a black mark on his hand. I think that, I don't know if that's supposed to be there. I don't think that's supposed to be there, so I'm going to be contacting Sideshow about that. But other than that, I mean, if you look at his hands and his nails, they look really cool. It appears that, I mean, they did such a great job with the paint job and the paint app. You can see the different textures. Looks like his skin has layers to it. I think that's just really cool. Moving up to the actual child, his head sculpt. What I will say is that I don't know, I thought the myths were wrong, and I didn't think that his cheeks would be as rosy as they are. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm okay with it being inside of the ears, but I'm still happy with it. I just didn't know if it will be this red and this rosy, but it is. But like I said, I'm totally fine with it. The child could be blushing. They could add more character to what he's seeing. And that may have went into the consideration of this piece. He has very glossy eyes, details in your eyes. They look really good. This is very glossy. It just looks really dope. Another detail I really appreciate here is the little hairs that are on top of his head. Look like they're gray hairs, not a lot of them, but also a lot. It looks like a lot of them, if that makes sense. So they're so thin that it takes a lot to make it look like something. I think that's really cool. It's kind of hard to see. You have to look really hard to see where they're punching the holes in to get this hair in his head. But outside of that, it looks really cool. The child is not too heavy. He's not, I mean, I think he's the exact size that I anticipated him to be. I think it's a slam dunk. If you order the child, in my personal opinion, I know there's a lot of controversy, but in my personal opinion, this is what you're looking for. This is what you expect to see whenever you see the child figure here. Oh, also, by the way, let's check out the head swivel. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, so there's not a lot of articulation, a lot of turn in his head. It's not as much as I thought it was, but it still is enough to get his head to turn and look at something else in another direction if you need him to. And that's all you can really ask for. I actually didn't anticipate this statue being able to turn his head at all. So having that cool little feature, I think that's pretty cool. Really dope. But this is gonna be the child, man, from the Mandalorian. Have you seen the show? Do you like this figure? Let me know in the comments. I think this is just a super dope piece. Let me know your thoughts, like I said, and until next time, y'all be good, y'all be safe. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.